friends, I love when God just points out things in the Bible that I've read, it feels 1,000 times, but I never fully saw. And the other day, what he pointed out to me was in the story of Naomi in the book of Ruth in the Bible, how when she chose to call herself by a different name, it says that she told everybody, don't even call me Naomi anymore. Call me Mara, because God has turned my life bitter. Like, she so defined herself with how she felt with her bitterness that she chose to call herself by that name. But God pointed out to me that in the Bible, they don't just all of a sudden start calling her Mara. They don't refer to her by the name that she chose to call herself, the feelings, the emotions that she defined herself with and by. Nope, they just went on calling her Naomi. And God told me, go look up what Naomi means. And actually, when I went and actually read, first I went and read the meaning, but then I read another version of the Bible. It actually tells you in that version. But it was kind of like he was letting me have a hidden surprise. But Mara means bitter in Hebrew. But Naomi, it means pleasant. It means sweet. So the whole time that she was calling herself bitter and unpleasant and all the things, right? Just acting like her life was just stripped and she felt so bare, so barren, so empty. God, he wasn't calling her any of those things. He wasn't calling her bitterness. He wasn't associating her with her pain. No, each and every part of her story, he was reminding her of who she really was, that she was sweet, that she was pleasant, and that her story was far from over. And friend, I feel like God, he's whispering words of hope to our heart too. When we so associate with our pain, with our trauma, with all the things, that we start calling ourselves by names that are not ours and defining ourselves by that. He's just sweetly reminding us of who he says that we are. And I pray that our ears will be open to hear the beautiful, wonderful name that he alone calls us, that he defines us by. It would blow us away when we truly see ourselves as he sees us, how he defines us. One time, in fact, I feel led to share this story, that when I was at a Bible study and we had to do this exercise where we actually sat there and we just asked God like how he saw us, what he called us. And I was kind of new to really listening and hearing God's voice. And the words that he told me, I just started crying because I couldn't quite believe that he would see me like that. He said I was sunshine. He says I was laughter. Because for so long, I had identified with my grief, my depression, my pain. I had changed my name. But God, he told me he never had. That always and forever would I be his delightful ray of sunshine. The laughter carried on the wind. Friends, I pray that God will reveal to you your true name, your real name, your identity in him as you're a beloved child of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He alone knows your true identity, your true name. And it saddens him when we call ourselves or let other people call us by things that are not ours and then define us by that. He wants to remind us, even in the bad parts, even in the hard parts, of who he says we are, who we truly are. Friend, I cannot wait till he reveals to you how he sees you and the name that he calls you. Beautiful, beloved, chosen one. I pray that your ears will be open to hear and that your heart will be open also to receive everything that he says about you, that you won't doubt it. You'll just accept it because he loves you so very much. And not for a second was he calling you the names that others or even yourself called you. I love you, friend. You are so very loved.